Oh man, and we are
Thank you.
just about to get started into this.
We are. And thank you, Cross Fast Feet and Shibby706 for the follows, as here we are on Nomad. And I'm wondering if kings are going to run underneath town centers. We have a land monument. I know sometimes if you get a lake in the middle of Nomad, you might get a water monument, but it is a land monument.
Yeah, we were checking it out last night just to make sure that the map scripts were working out, and we were getting kind of like 50-50 of nomads that had water in the middle to nomads that had land in the middle. But this is a terrestrial monument, and of course, whenever there's King of the Hill involved, I gotta ask you, which Civ's Wonder is this?
That, I don't know.
That's Malay.
This Malay? I know
Yeah.
it was one of the African ones. So here's a fun fact. Sometimes
Malay
there are
from
bugs in
Southeast
DE
Asia.
that when you capture the monument, it changes the architecture of it.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's if you you can set the architecture for the Gaia civilization player to always be of a certain civilization, but if you do that right now, it switches architecture when you capture it. But anyway, Ray is getting everyone chatting in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
He wants people to gang up on Gray.
Well, Ray is definitely the chatterbox.
So let's take a look at their civs though. So Ray. Oh, also make sure that you shift click to select people and don't use the drop down menu because that's bugged right now.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So let's see. Looking at Ray's
Oh gosh,
civ-
Ray has nothing in his texture. Look at Ray's archery range and barracks.
Oh man,
He has nothing. What he
Pacifist
does
civ.
have is elephants and conquistadors. So he has a First Crusade sniping civ for cheaper elephants, so the Sicilian's bonus, and extra gunpowder attack +1 per university tech. That is an insane bonus, as we saw in the last
Yeah,
game.
that is pretty wild. His monks are awful, but he does have heresy and faith for the elephants. Got bombard towers.
Ooh, we almost... Red has to be very careful with his king. He almost ran into Gray's TC there.
Ooh.
So we'll keep going clockwise. After Ray, we have Orange as the Byzantines of, let's see, faster elephants, the Folvark, and the Fatoria. So we actually see some economic units here, or economic bonuses, and those bonuses are extra farm food. Oh, the Sicilian's bonus along with the Folvark, that'll drop off extra food. Elephants cheaper, mounted units more HP, and the war elephants with some war elephant upgrades as the unique unit. So
Lots of elephants.
Bree is going for some elephants, and indeed we do see the limited tech tree that you're kind of forced into on Nomad because you still have to get the water units.
Even the dock isn't very good though.
It's a balancing act. That's
Yeah.
why if you remember those earlier CivBuilder show matches, they had 300 points, and I decreased that to 275.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think 275 was a good number.
Yeah. And next we have, well, right next to Bree is Silvenair, who those two might end up fighting early on in the feudal age.
And
But
I wonder what Hannibal's wet dream Civ is going to be.
I think it is also some elephants, but not war elephants, elephant archers.
Ooh.
And Burgundian vineyards as the unique
Interesting.
tech.
And also with the royal battle elephants, the super battle elephants. So this is like all the elephants.
Yeah, it's all in Ellie's. Rush Ray saying, I promise not to Ellie Rush.
Love.
Anyway, oh wow. Even right below red, too, is gray. And this is the name I'm going to struggle to pronounce.
Oh boy. You took German.
Erzherzog Jurgel. I don't think that's German. I feel like that's more like a Nordic name.
It's Germanic. Well,
Anyway,
they're gunpowder, Civ.
they're Conquistador Gunpowder Civ.
Oh yeah. All in
Wagenburg
on those
tactics.
conkadonks.
Oh, Wagenburg tactics so the conks move faster. This is going to be kind of a repeat of the organ gun civ, but with conquistadors. It is German? Really?
The more you learn.
And this is the Kärntner Punschkrapfel. Or Austrian, let's see. Yeah. More like a... It's kind of more like of a Bavarian or Austrian name than the strict German one. But so did you see any of the last game? Because now I see
No, I did
why.
not.
Now I see why Ray says they need to go after Gray. Because if Gray gets those conquistadors running out, they get plus 12 attack versus buildings and a total of plus 13 attack if they get all of the university techs. They will move 5% faster every age starting in feudal. They'll just move 20% faster because they're gunpowder units. And then they have Wagenburg tactics for 15% faster movement speed.
Yeah,
Those are going to be some speedy conks.
Those are going to be some very scary conks.
And then we also have No Zombie in the blue. And they have IDK, a cavalry archer civilization that has extra infantry hit points, cheaper buildings, the Haufnitze, cheaper infantry, faster attacking infantry, extra
How
pierce
the hell
armor,
is this
and the
Cav
Teutonic
Archer
Knight.
civ?
This is not a... I don't know how the game categorizes them, but it is not a cav archer civ. But it is the Teutonic Knight Haufnitze torsion engine civ, which I'm very much
Interesting.
looking forward to. They have halves with extra attack versus cavalry. They have a full archery range, full blacksmith. Nothing at the dock, though. They even canceled the 0-point galley.
No military on water. None at all.
Oh, man. And
I
then
feel like the way to
everyone
go
is
is
so
probably,
close
like,
to
all
each
of
other.
these special bonuses that aren't actually in the game are not remotely balanced.
And then we have... yeah.
I was just gonna say, like extra attack versus cavalry, getting plus 25%, and then another plus 3.
It's the ability to stack them that really makes it
Yeah, exactly.
work. Yeah. And now we have Big Walt, who Sicilian's bonus, lots of infantry bonuses, basically stacking infantry bonuses for samurai with chieftains, Androzina, and condos.
And eagles.
With a full barracks with eagles.
Interesting.
All right, so I don't know how that's a combination between the Britons and the Ethiopians when you don't even have arbalest, but
You don't have archers at all.
you're right, maybe just trying to throw people off. Then to
I
the
guess.
south, wait, no, that's Green's dock. But we'll go up to Green, Barnabas, who is the Tuscaroos.
I wonder
archer-
what that's gonna be about.
It's gonna be about more elephants. This is a war elephant and a royal battle elephant and a stack bonuses on top of elephant civ. So lots
yeah.
of people like elephants, and then everyone is on the east, aside from Nazada, who is on the west by themselves, just chilling over here, without a care in the
And
world.
They are also on the conch train.
They're also on the Huns train of not needing houses. Our Corvinian army, so that the conquistadors only cost food, and then arquebus to make them more accurate. Doesn't have the insane plus 12 against buildings, but does have plus 1 attack per university tech.
So, something that is always important to remember in these FFA scenarios is that your gold and stone are going to be pretty limited, but it is Nomad, so there's a lot more on the map.
That there
But-
is.
But people I still think need to really keep in mind that as awesome of units as you can make, chances are you're not going to be able to spam them forever. So I feel like a lot of these elephant guys, like, they'll get their huge booms off, but then they're going to need to, like, do something big really fast.
Yeah, the only thing, like, if I don't know how these players chose their TC locations, but 7 of them are on one half of the map, and Nazada has an entire half of the map. Look at all that gold and stone.
And they're walled. I love it.
And fully walled.
It's actually a really sick starting location.
Yeah. Like, the only danger they have are these two docks next to them.
Yeah, and they do need to be careful. But I don't see any fire galleys or anything coming in, so I guess we're perfectly peaceful for the time being.
Cheeseman asks, no one wanted to go Supremacy Bohemians. That's the thing. You could go like, wait, blue has a king next to an eagle. Okay, it hops in the TC. Big Walt almost got a snipe there.
Oh, man.
Big Walt has eagles near the TC. I think they want to try to find ungarrisoned kings that pop out to ungarrisoned villas.
Some militia coming in. We actually have some aggression in an FFA. That's not something we see all that often.
We do. I mean, Big Walt is just trying to be annoying with those eagles. And annoying he is. See, those villas... Yeah, with that militia, too.
Yeah, getting a lot of infantry bonuses and just going to town with these eagles, but the quick walls from Austrian guy are successful.
Oh, and here we see a castle from Bree, already going up. That's a good fast castle build order. Bree has had lots of fishing on the western side of the map next to Nezada's lonely base. And Bree will be the first player to have up a castle. And this is an elephant, so I don't think we're going to see a war elephant rush like we would with conquistadors. But it will be going up.
Now the question is this fast castle build from Bree considered cheese? Because, you know,
it's a
Bree.
type of cheese.
Yeah, you know, and it's a cheesy build.
Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed Bree built the castle forward and didn't drop it on red. I want to see some aggression under these nomad players.
Yeah, I feel like aggression's going to be really underrated because everyone's going so crazy booming, and I noticed this with the high-level civs as well. Like, people are just not investing into early game eco bonuses at all.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think anyone is even fighting on the water. They're all just going for free fish booms.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to make enemies early, but...
Oh, orange, one fire galley going to be attacking Nezada's fish. Nezada's still in the Dark Age.
There isn't Diplo involved here. If you have the chance to go kill a guy, go kill him.
Yes.
That's true. Nezada does have, let's see, 37 vills. That's, I guess, fishing ships count as the vill count too.
I mean, especially with all of these guys so close to one another, you'd think that the aggression would be the way to go. And Big Walt's kind of going for that with these chicken suit men, and they do have 6 pierce armor right now.
Oh, I saw the king from Gray just popped out. You gotta be so careful with that.
Oh, now the castle's coming in, though. With the single war elephant.
Oh, there is the castle. The eagle is getting shot by the TC. Wait, no, there's not enough vills garrison to shoot it. That's just a king. The castle will go up and take care of it anyway. Let's see. Oh, Nezada towered their dock in order to stop the fire galley from killing the rest of the fish.
Note that while all of this is going on, Ray is just big chillin'. He has the highest vill count in the game right now at 70.
A lot of that is because he just has a completely free fish boom. He's just fishing the entire northern part of the map.
And that's going to work well for his elephants.
And it is time for Orange and Gray to start fighting each other. Orange is sending out the elephants. And Blue's just going for a bit of a boom. Just adding in extra TCs, full Ornlu style.
Oh yeah, that's what we like. Note that Blue also has the monument for what it's worth. Still 277 years on it, but... Well, okay, Cyan, Ray moving to the middle, starting to build some houses.
And Orange saying they'll try not to die to Gray. But Ray's saying Gray's scary. Those conquistadors will be scary, but you need to get to them. Gray's only on 1 TC and doesn't really have that many fish. Does the monument give res? No, it does not. And the reason it doesn't is because on Nomad, you can kind of just whoever's lucky enough to have their king next to the monument at the start basically can just keep it there for a while and get a free trickle of resources. So I figured it would be better to disable it for this type
It's
of
also
game.
really OP.
Yeah. But, like, if it wasn't Regicide, then I would have left it there. But since it is Regicide, I didn't want to have it on Nomad. And I figured I'd just be consistent with all 3 of the games.
That makes plenty of sense. Ray almost about to hit 100 villagers.
He is just, look at all those fishing ships he has. He's channeling his inner Black Forest player and starting to add in the fish traps.
That's what you should be doing, for sure. I mean, need that food eco, already 42. And nobody really being super aggressive towards him. I really like his position. His score is really high.
Oh, well, look at poor Gray, though. He probably has the most OP civ, but Red has walled him in.
And this is what I was saying, man. Everybody with these super late game focused civs could be a bit tricky.
Well, Bree has gone out to take the monument. Oh. Ray's trying to do some Diplo with Green. Does Green have room to expand? Yes, Green does.
Green has
Want to
plenty of
encroach.
room. I love how yellow also has plenty of room, but they're just not using it. They're now stonewalling it in their tiny little area. Oh my goodness.
Yellow's one of those players that only plays free-for-all games, so we didn't have a good estimate of where to put him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think they still do have a very good position, and they do have a very good stack of bonuses with those conquistadors. So we'll see what they're able to do. Like, I like the coastal village. This feels like one of those campaign villages. You have your stone wall, your market, and your blacksmith, and you're just coastal fish booming.
Just needs more eye candy.
Yeah. I mean, yellow still is ahead of gray, who is just struggling to deal with being surrounded on all sides. Basically, not only is he surrounded by 3 players, but has another layer of players outside of them to surround him.
Yeah. This is where you just wish you had space to expand. And, at least purple, going for the aggression early, still maintaining a pretty solid economy, all things considered. 73 villagers. And has plenty of space to expand as well.
Let's see. The first conquistador is trained, though, for gray. I think they're making a big mistake letting Ray get such a free fish boom, though.
Yeah.
Because Ray himself has now first crusaded his conquistadors, and he's got 35 of them, and he's adding in stables for elephants.
He does have his king forward, which is a little scary. Maybe he built that watchtower just to put the king in. Yes, he did.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point of the watchtower, so you don't ungarrison it.
I'm putting it right next to a castle, making it far away from the shoreline. Clever move.
Oh, but look at this. Big Walt has sent Eagle Warriors over to harass Yellow. Gonna try to keep him in that little base they got.
Oh, what did poor Nizada ever do to you, man?
Zada does have a few docks out now. Probably gonna go for some water control, it looks like. Getting the castle up, and they do have that, we'll have Corvinian army conquistadors, so even if they are denied outside gold, that won't matter. They can just fish boom and make conquistadors. And that should be a good way of dealing with eagles. Even putting some extra stone walls up. Is there a command to see the bonuses for each civ? Yep, exclamation mark civs, and you can view them on that. Click the names in that post.
I feel like people are legit screwing up so hard by not doing anything on water. Like, when I was originally going to play in this, I had at least a decent amount invested into going for water. I mean, Nizada's going for some galleys right now, but Ray's had, like, the most insane fish boom you could ever hope for, and he's almost max frickin' pop.
Yeah, and he's got all those fish traps out there still. I mean, other players do have some good fish booms, but I don't think anyone had anything nearly as good as Ray's. This is just if we look at him. He doesn't even really have an eco bonus, other than his battle elephant upgrades are free. So he already has the royal battle elephant.
So these guys have 400 HP, 16 attack, 1-4 armor. Honestly, like, that doesn't sound too crazy for a unit. Like, I mean, it's super powerful, but it doesn't seem too far out there for what could be in the game.
Yeah, I think if you stack bonuses on the Persian War Elephant, you can get them up to 720 HP.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, Gray. Just... I feel bad. You're completely surrounded. Ray, playing the Diplo part of the game, convinced everyone to attack Gray. Gray also, almost sent the king out with the Conquistador. Actually did send the king with the Conquistador,
Yeah.
they're just walking together.
More Royal Battle Elephants, 500 HP on these ones from red.
That's Hannibal's wet dream right there.
Oh, yeah.
Up, and Ray has betrayed Green. What is Green going to do here? He's going to make his own elephants. What's the unique unit going to be? It's going to be... Check those texts again. War elephants and mahouts.
King is hanging around in the back. Gotta be careful.
I learned Control Alt Comma is the hotkey to find where the king is.
The more you learn.
That king is still fine. Here come the elephants. They have enough HP, they might just be able to shrug off some of these Conquistador shots. And I think, actually, Barnabas will have the better elephants than Ray when all the upgrades come in, because he only stacked elephant upgrades, whereas Ray went for Conquistador upgrades. He just needs the numbers, which he doesn't have right now.
True, but as soon as he gets the production going, which, I mean, he's on...
He has 4 stables, 5 stables
he
right
has
there.
8 stables.
Oh yeah, I think he will end up winning this fight eventually.
Yeah, I mean, the Conks are doing great in the back line, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. The big difference is just that Ray has an enormous economy behind this.
Yeah, and let's see, in the chat, we have Orange and Red talking about fighting Cyan. And they're discussing it. They're saying that he looks the most deadly. And Ray still is pumping in the elephants from the back. I guess maybe that's the difference. He has so much production, even though it's further away. I was thinking Green might have been able to stabilize, but Gray.
Oh no, Gray.
Finally goes down. Surrounded by everyone, he tried to run, but couldn't run that far.
Now we have the Battle of the War Elephants versus the Super Halbs that are getting extra hit points, costing less, attacking faster, extra pierce armor, and extra damage versus cavalry.
I am worried about Green, though. I think Ray is pushing in just a bit too fast. Yeah, and Ray does have the middle with one elephant.
Just the fact that Ray has the eco to back it up.
Yeah, look at all those fish traps he has, too. It's like 16 fish traps at the north. Another 10 on the side.
Oh yeah.
There's 6 over there.
And we're now below 100 years. Gotta keep in mind. Ray now getting mahouts.
I think Orange and Blue are making a pretty big mistake fighting each other. I think they need to focus on Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Big Walt with some eagles. He's going up towards Ray. He's got the right idea.
It's also full fortified wall.
They also, I think they really need to just stop Ray from getting the middle. If he could very suddenly turn his stable production to the middle and win.
I mean, Ray's also got the Bombard Tower train going. It's got like 10 on the way.
He does.
Definitely a bit of a preview of what you're going to be seeing in the next game.
I think Green finally is starting to stabilize a bit, though. Looks like the Conquistadors are running away. That's because they're coming back to his base, or are they going to the middle? You know, green has lost a lot, but still has a good 84 vills. He can still put up a bit of a fight if the other players turn on Ray.
Yep.
Looks like everyone else is trying to coordinate to go middle. Red's saying, blue, I'm not going to attack you. Let's go middle. Blue agrees. And they just need to kill one elephant to flip the timer.
I mean, red has been pretty quietly able to get up to a good population count, almost at max pop with a bunch of elephants.
And the thing I did for this map is I put map revealers kind of in the middle, which I don't know if they work. Or let me check that. They should work.
They worked when I tested them.
They might not work in the spectating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and here's what I was worried about. Ray just sets the gather point, and now everything he has is going for the middle.
Oh, pause.
Yes.
I think players might not have realized how short that timer was. Oh,
Yes.
Selenor got hard lag.
Yes.
Hopefully everyone lagged.
Yes.
Now, the issue is that you can't really not attack somebody.
Yes.
So, like, if you're trying to work
Right.
together to take the middle, your units are still going to attack other enemy units.
Yeah, I think they really are going to have to rely on those super halbs, but not attack red, instead attack Ray.
I mean, it's 42 years. It's still a long time.
Yeah, they still have a few minutes. And if they do coordinate to go to the middle, they should be okay, but they really have to
Red's getting
coordinate
super
here.
trapped.
The thing I worry about this is Ray... actually, he doesn't have much eco behind this, and now green is coming into his base. Ray is sending everything. He's sending the vills. He still has a few vills at home on gold, but he's sending lots of vills to the middle, try to get more bombard towers. Green's coming in from the back. They got 30 years to kill this. And what is Ray going to do? He's trying to keep those conquistadors sandwiched in the back.
Yeah, he just has the 35 that you get from First Crusade. I don't think he's actually made any more.
Yeah, 25 years left, and now everyone else is here in the middle. He's continuing to pump in elephants, but is starting to fall behind in his eco. He has a lot of them. He got 53, and he's just going to try to stand there and hope they don't die.
They are really stacked up on top of each other. So the elephant trample damage is going to be pretty deadly.
He's just going to pull back. I think the other players need to realize what they're dealing with.
Oh, Ray just kind of falling back just to give other people a chance, man.
Oh, what a nice guy.
Not wanting the game to end in 46 minutes. He definitely had that.
Yeah. I think yellow is starting to amass some of those conquistadors that are 16 plus 7. That's the unit that they were afraid of gray making earlier on.
That's true.
The wonder is invincible in the middle. Now purple's gonna have it for now, and everyone else is gonna start fighting. Here comes blue with Hafnitsa, starting to take out some of Big Walt's castles.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably in the best position so far, as they have the super halbs to counter the elephants. I mean,
That's
they're at max
true,
pop.
but I mean the elephants also do have the Sicilian resistance from like all the players who went elephants.
Yeah. Now it looks like Ray's going to be busy fighting green. So he's probably not going to be too concerned with the middle right now. So it's probably going to be between these infantry-making players and the elephants of red.
And as those elephants are starting to run into the halbs, and it's those royal battle elephants, I think they actually will clean up the halbs pretty well.
They have 500 HP. And they're pretty fast. Eight pierce armor, too.
Green is trying to negotiate gold access. Ray is lying and saying that's his only gold. And it's very clearly not.
What a
Green
liar.
is just Xing all of those other golds.
Now, purple has a huge bank. Blue does not. Red doesn't... Red doesn't have a huge bank, but they have, like, 20 elephants in the queue. Or, like, 30, so they're fine.
And now Ray's going for the middle again. Now, he has so many elephants, there's just so much HP there, it's going to be hard to kill that in time. He's got over 60
like, that's
there.
the thing, is nothing kills elephants quickly, especially with the Sicilian bonus. So that even if
Blue
you
is running the
lose-
king to their castle, they just escape.
And now it seems like blue is kind of getting smashed out of the game. Kind of between
Yes.
purple and red.
Yeah, smashed by those elephants. They're just so strong, not even Halbs can deal with them.
And now orange is coming in with some Fatorias. Now that's what I like to see. Playing the long haul.
Oh, there we are. I don't think the long haul is gonna work though when Ray is
Exactly.
still camping the middle. If he decides
That's the
to go
risky
for
run.
it. Nobody
Where
has
did
good
Ray's
monk.
elephants go?
Well,
Oh, Ray's elephants are like not even in position.
yeah. Well, the problem with monks is that Ray did First Crusade, so he has extra conversion resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah, still, no one pushing Ray. I think Orange needed to not go with the Fatoria, but instead turn their attention to Ray and try to push Ray's base. 'Cause Ray now has stockpiled a good amount of food and gold. Would Flaming Camel... Ooh, Blue's King is running and trying to get away from the elephants, but the elephants have speed upgrades, and Blue
Oh
Blue
no.
is out. I think that the Sicilian resistance would stop a lot of the Flaming Camel usage.
Yeah. I feel like they really just need to all concentrate on the middle and then start to get rid of these bombard towers, because the bombard towers are they're not going
They're the
anywhere.
frustrating thing. It's dealing with the bombard towers that really are the problem here. Okay, here comes some war elephants though. That's something that at least will be better than the royal battle elephant. In a one-on-one
Yep.
fight, they got more attack and a lot more HP. But they actually have to go for the middle and not for the south.
Middle. 46
Green's
years, and
there.
that is over 60 elephants.
That's a lot of halbs there, but the conquistadors, it's just those First Crusade conquistadors there to deal with the halbs that are going to be the problem.
And they do have, good attack.
Yeah,
But I feel
Green
like the
is there
elephants-
with a lot of stables and a lot of elephants.
Here they come. Oh, and all of those are so clumped up. The elephant trample damage is going to be annihilating so many of Ray's elephants. Oh my
They are,
god.
they've gotten stuck there.
They're all
They have so
bunched
much
up.
HP.
Oh my god, each elephant tusk swing is... It's like a freaking Mumakil in Lord of the Rings, just tearing through everything.
We have a rainbow of elephants in the middle. But I don't think elephants can kill elephants fast enough.
Rainbow.
Like, every color is just elephant.
There's
They're playing Zoo
59, so
Tycoon
we're
out here.
Down to less than one control group worth of elephants. And so many of them are still all bunched up on top of each other.
Oh, here comes another wave of elephants from red. Ellie's stuck in. Oh, look at that! He's glitched some elephants into the monument.
Yeah, that means you need ranged units.
you need range shooters to kill them.
And nobody's going for ranged units. Okay, no, Yellow's finally here with the conquistadors.
Oh,
They need
Yellow
to
has to
snipe
conquist.
those
Yellow can
elephants.
save this.
Yeah, Yellow needs to save this. Focus
Yellow
the
needs to find.
elephants.
They need to let Yellow attack the glitched elephants.
I think even without it, Ray simply has way too many elephants at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna
So
be
many
it.
elephants that not even other elephants can kill them.
Yeah.
Yellow will kill all of the glitched ones, though.
It's not enough. It's over.
Yeah.
But only just. Because Ray's out of resources, pretty much.
So there's all those bombard towers. I was gonna say someone might have been thinking they could have gone for a king snipe on Ray, but he just has so many towers where he could hide the king.
Exactly. And his king is chilling in a bombard tower that's surrounded by other bombard towers.
Right.
Well, that was a beautiful amount of pachyderm spam.
That was the most elephants I have ever seen in a game.
I agree.
We saw many different flavors, but I think this shows that if you really want to take the monument, the early elephant play could be an option.
Well, and remember, he did have the best boom for quite a long time. I mean, different players had more resources collected by the end of the game, but for quite a long time, it was Ray with the biggest economy because he went for that fish boom and it was just never attacked.
Yeah, that's part of the tech tree. Everyone wanted to just play land units, and there are so many players who just didn't really commit to the dock. I mean, there were a couple of docks, but no one really actually made water.
Yeah, exactly.
And Blue also had a really good fish boom, but not quite to the same extent.
I feel like the infantry play just isn't as good because the units aren't population efficient enough.
Yeah, and with the Sicilian bonus, the Halbs can't really kill the elephants in time.
Yeah.
Red Hat, like at some point, I think they needed to put their free for all game sense to use and gang up on Ray instead of continuing to fight each other.
Exactly.
What's the use of adding water military? You add some fire ships just so you can get a fish boom, right? Like you add a few as you're booming, you kill Ray's fish.
Oh, that's so adorable. Look at Yellow's fish traps.
Yeah, they're in a perfect grid. That's nice.
It's so cute. Oh my god, it's just like it's out of a campaign.
I do wonder if do the fishing ships block each other? What if they try to go to the dock?
100%.
Yeah, that might be. Normally, what you want to do is kind of like what Blue is doing down here, where you make the nice square around the dock. Although this isn't a perfect square, it's more like a T90 square. But
There was a game with Ganji that I was casting yesterday. He had literally like the perfect 12 fish traps per dock with the fishing ships not having to move whatsoever. It was glorious.
Curiously enough, Ray by the end didn't have the best like economy score in any resource. It's just that early power spike let him get the elephants, and the elephants just didn't die.
Exactly. Like he
Maybe
got the
we need a-
resources faster.
Maybe we need a longer timer now. If you can get that much HP on the elephants.
Yeah.